Hi everybody, so light weights this evening for the all levels class, and as always with the all levels I will give options for you to choose from. My weights are only 1 kilos. You can go higher or lower and not at all if you choose. So let me just make sure I can see the whole mat. Let's be there and there, no, just about. Okay, right, starting on our feet, let's start as we always do with alignment and posture. Think about those feet. Start by pulling the thighs together, pull everything up and tucking that tailbone down, squeeze the glutes, and we'll turn those toes out to the side. And again, we're going to squeeze the inner thighs and relax. So just do this a few times, pull up and release, up and release. Think about as you're pulling up, you're not just pulling that pelvic floor, you're tightening the lower parts of your abdominals. Squeeze, release. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, we're going to lift those heels and drop those heels down. Look down at the feet. Make sure the feet are pointing straight ahead of you and they're about hip distance apart. Knees are softened, so don't lock those knees out. And then we'll get to our pelvis. We'll tuck that tailbone down. Tilt forwards, just relax. Tuck, tilt forwards. Just place the hands to the front and back and feel as you're rotating, tuck. And again, as you're tucking, you're tightening the lower part of your core. Last one, stay there. Stay with that tailbone down, so it's pointed down towards the ground. And then we're going to come up towards the ribs. Push those ribs forward and again feel that curve in the spine, and then bring those ribs down closer towards the hips. Do that a few times. Engaging and shortening the core, shortening the abdominals, squeeze as we come down. Then we're going to lift the shoulders, lift, roll them down, and then make sure that head is on top of the neck. Lengthen the spine, lift those arms up here, deep inhale, exhale, round the spine down, curve and pull the core in, exhale out of the mouth, and we're going to practice our breathing. Inhale, we're going to come back up, all the way to standing. Lift those arms. Inhale here, fill those lungs, feel as they come out, laterally exhale, roll back down. Lengthen the spine, try to round the spine, try to lower that head down towards the ground. Inhale, rise back up. Through to standing, all the way up, lift those arms. Inhale here. Bring that core in, engage, roll back down. One vertebrae at a time. One more, inhale, rise back up. Lift those arms, exhale, come back down. Okay, this time I'm going to get you to stay down low, down towards the ground, head down, and we're going to try and get those hands down in contact with the mat. Then we'll bend those knees if you need to, and then push and lengthen. We're trying to lengthen the back of the legs. Push, lengthen. We're trying to get the head almost down onto the ground. Couple more. Inhale, come all the way back up. Okay, it's a cool evening up here. We're going to get ourselves warm to start. We've got 3 exercises. Standing tall. We're going to start with those hands, palms turned out. We're going to push those arms back, bring them in, push back, in, push back. And then from here, we're going to bring this heel up. So hamstring curls, in, push back, and in, back, and in, back, and in. Lift, lift, palms in, push away, in, push away. 4, 3, 2, last one. And from here, we're going to stand with those feet back parallel. We're going to reach up tall, and then from here, we're going to lower ourselves down. Reach up tall, lower ourselves down. Up, down, up, down. We're going for 4, 3, 2, Last one, lower those arms. Okay, and then from here, we're going to step out, step down, bring it in, step out and in, out and in, out, lowering ourselves, tailbones down, chest is open. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, last one, back to center. Okay, that's your 3 exercises. We're going to layer on top of these, so make them slightly harder each time. So choose your level. If that's enough for you, then stick to that level. So the first one, hamstring curls. So palms together, push away, palms in, push, lifting those heels back. And from here, you can lift onto those toes. We can speed it up. You can add a little bit of a jump. Jump. I can't because I'm going to annoy the neighbours. Push back and down. Let's go. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Feet back to parallel. Okay, from here we're going to lift up. This time onto our toes. Tap down. Lift up. Tap down. Lift onto the toes. Down. Lift. Down. Lift. A little bit faster. We go for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Back all the way up. Okay, from here, instead of stepping out, we're going to do those star jumps. So star and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. 4, 3, 2. Last one, back into the beginning. Okay, we're going to do one more round. We're going to make it a little bit harder. Okay, so starting with that hamstring curl. So we're going to start a little bit deeper from here. So we're going to sit back into the heels. Then we're going to come up, down and up, down and up and down. We're going to go for 4, 3. I'm trying to jump quietly. 2. Last one. Back to center. Bring those feet to parallel. Okay, we're going to start into a bit more of a squat position. And then we're going to come up and we're going to jump, lift those arms, then tap down, come back to center, sit down, squat, jump, lift those arms, and then tap down. Back all the way up, sit down, jump, lift those arms, then tap down. Let's do 4. Lift, down, come back up, squat, lift, tap down, all the way back up, squat, lift, down, all the way back up. 2 more. Squat, lift, tap down, last one. Sit back, jump, lift, all the way back down. Okay, all the way back up. Get ready, last time. This time, we're going to lengthen both legs out to that star jump. Again, step out. If low practice for you, then stay there. When we're ready, we're going to do 8. Out, and in. 7, and in. 6, 5, 4, 3, I'm really shaking hands. 2, and last one, come back all the way. Lift those arms, deep inhale, exhale, peel down. Just let that heart rate come all the way back down. Hopefully we're feeling a bit warmer. Peel all the way back up. All the way to standing. Lift those arms back. Inhale, come back down. Okay, this time I want those hands to be in contact with the mat. I want you to really try and bend those knees and lift those heels off from there. Okay, and from here you've got an option. You can just push the weight slightly further onto the toes, so we're rocking backwards and forwards, or work into lengthening the back of the legs. Or you can deepen this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to push the ground away and we're going to lift that opposite, our right leg. Lift a bit more advanced. So again, you don't need to lift it as high, you can even just leave that leg behind you. Lift, and the aim is to feel the leg strengthen on the back there. Bring those legs together, come back down. Right, we're going to do this a couple of times. So I'm going to try and watch you. So push, lengthen that back leg. Push that leg behind, well done. Lower that leg back down. sink back to that deep squat position. We'll do one more on each side. So push up, lift that leg. Bring those legs together, advance for tomorrow night. We're going to do this again. We're going to make it a lot harder tomorrow night. Push up. Bring those legs together. And then from here, we're going to push the ground, push those heels in, sink the head. I want the head trying to get down onto the mat. So you're trying to do like a shoulder press. Inhale, come all the way back up. Whew, well done, guys. That was a good start to the class. So I wanted to work into a little bit onto the wrists this evening because quite a lot of the exercises we do, we tend to use our wrists. So I thought we could do a little bit of give a little bit of love back to our wrists and also working to strengthen. So to start with, we're going to start with the hands in prayer position. We've talked about this before, where we create our own resistance. So pushing the hands against each other, creating that own resistance. And we're going to bring those hands to the front. I'm going to turn them over. I want you just to move the wrists. Push down and up, down and up. It doesn't matter. Your arm doesn't need to be straight. Slight bend the arm, moving into the wrists. Then we'll turn over, lifting this one up and down, up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn them in and using both wrists. Okay, we're going to slightly bring it in. And then we're going to push them up, push those hands up, push, engaging that core, pulling that core in, bring them down. Okay, and we're going to add a bit of balance. So if this is enough for you tonight, then stay here. But if not, we're going to lift that left leg up. And it's about balance, and it's about thinking about our wrists. Push up, bring them down. Push down, push down. Let's do one more up, one more down on this side. Balance. 4, couple more. Up. Push down. So moving into the wrists. Start to feel those muscles really working. Okay, lower that leg, release, and just circle those wrists around. Okay, often we feel that, especially if we're doing planks or side planks or any of the movements with the hands. Okay, from there, we're going to work onto the other side, bit of balance onto the other side. Palms back into that prayer position, lift that other leg. Okay, we're just going to push down, hold, back center, push down, hold. So we're stretching into the wrist now, push up, hold. So it's not constant movement, we're holding, and we're stretching here. Couple more. Couple more. 2. Up to the top. Come back down. Hold. Center. Hold. Come down. Hold. Center. Hold. Down. Down. With control. Last one. And release again. Just circle those wrists there. Okay, well, this is where we're going to start to use the weights a little bit. So if you've got your tin or something a bit wider, that's fine too. I'll just show you with a water bottle. So we're going to hold it in our hands there. And what we're going to do, we're going to lower the wrist, bring it straight, lower it down, lift it up, down and up. Down, my lid's going to bring down and up, down. And we can use both hands, so I'll just show you that. So lower, lift up, down and lift, down and lift. Staying with those arms out to start with. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, go halfway down with the wrist. So not fully straight, not fully extended, and let's come halfway down, and then we're going to turn lower, turn lower, turn lower. 4, 3, 2, Last one. Okay, lower those arms down and we'll add some leg work into it at the same time. So we're going to step back into that lunge and then we're going to lift those arms. And then we're going to lower down into that lunge position, lift back up, down, and up. 4. Keep those feet facing the same direction as mine, yeah. And keep that back nice and strong. Tailbone comes down. 2 more. Last one. And we're going to stay down. Extend those arms out in front. Lower the hands, working into the wrist. Down, lift up, down. And really start to work into the forearm here. You should be feeling that. We'll do 4, 3, 2, last one. Turn and back down. So facing down. Turn in and down. Lift up and down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay there. Then bring those arms all the way up. Lower those feet back down. Okay, we're going to step back and do the other side. So step down, lifting those arms out, low down, lift up, down, and up. And again, if this is too much, don't go so deep. The aim, you're working to our glutes here, lifting those arms out in front of us with the weights makes it harder. Engage the core. 2 more. Last one. Stay long. Lower down. Lift up. Down. And lift. Down. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Turn those wrists, palms together. Turn the back down. Up and down. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring those legs all the way up. Okay. From here, we're going to lift those arms all the way up. Gently lower yourself down. Tap. Lift up. Tap down. So the same movement we did in the beginning, using a little bit of weight. Lift and down. We'll do 4, 3, 2. Last one. This time we're going to lower those weights, lower them all the way down to the ground. Hands out in front. Step back into that deep runner's lunge. Hands out in front of you to start with, and then we're going to lower that knee. The same hand as the front leg. I want that on the inside now. I want that elbow, the shoulder towards that knee. Elbow down, low. Push against. Really feel that stretch on the inside of the thigh. Push. And we're going to lift this back leg up. Deepen that stretch. Don't worry if that's too much. Keep that knee down if it is. Stretch. Low down. Lift. And down. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower that knee there. And tuck those hands. Bring those feet back together. Stretch down into that child's pose. Bring yourself back up. From here, we're going to step this leg forwards into that deep runner's lunge. Lowering that knee, bring that hand onto the inside, and we're just going to hold into that deep stretch to start with. And again, lowering that knee if it's too much. We're going to lift, tap down, lift, and down. 3, 2, last one. Keep that knee down. Push the shoulder into the inside of the leg. So just deepen that stretch. Lift that leg up to deepen it further if you need to. Hold. Lower, gently lower that knee. Bring those feet back together. And we're going to stretch down. Deepen that stretch. Okay, we're going to bring ourselves up. Keep the weights to the front of the mat. We're not going to use them for a minute. So we're going to work into our arms in our press-ups. So knees halfway back, or stay into that 4-point kneeling, or feeling strong enough, go to that full plank. And we're going to go down for 4, in 4. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to lower yourself all the way down. Lower yourself gently all the way down. And from there, keep those legs off the ground. So head can stay down. Keep those legs off the ground, squeezing those thighs together. You're going to reach those arms forward. If that's enough for you, stay there. If not, we're going to lift that head and the chest off. Bring those arms in, lower down, lower those feet down. Okay, we're going to get ourselves, push ourselves back up to repeat the same exercise. So palms in. You can lift yourself halfway onto the hips, or all the way up onto those knees, or all the way to that plank, whichever one you started with. So I should really focus on pushing yourself away. So we're going to repeat that. So we'll get used to it. We'll do this a couple of times. So we're going to go down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself all the way down. Keep those legs off the ground. Reach those arms forward. Lift that head and that chest if you can. Squeezing the glutes. Hands back in. Palms down. Get ready as you push yourself up, back, away to the beginning. Pause at the top. If that's your knees halfway, that's good. And we're going to go back down. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself all the way down. Lengthen those legs. Reach those arms. Lifting that chest. Pushing the core into the ground here. Squeeze the glutes. Hands to the side. Push yourself back up. Lift. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. So it's down for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those thighs together, lifting those legs off. Push those arms forward, lift that head, that chest. Squeeze, hovering. Gently bring those hands back in. Lower that head. Push yourself away off the ground. 1 more. Down. 3, 2, 1. Lengthen the toes behind. Squeeze the glutes. Bring those arms forward. Lift that chest. Hover. Hold. Hands to the side. Push all the way back up. And we're going to hover and stay there. So if that's where your knees are, if your knees are down, I want to really, you can lift those toes up, make it a little bit harder. I want to hover, I want to hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that right knee, drop that left knee, and we're going to sit back nice and strong. Okay, from here, we're going to push ourselves forward. Push those arms down towards the front, lowering the hips. We'll stretch it out a little bit into this half cobra. So 4 arms down. Keep that gaze down towards the ground. We're just going to lift the chest up, pushing into the back, squeezing the glutes. Hold into that stretch. And gently lower yourself down. Okay, we're going to use the weights at the front of the mat. Bring you guys over. See? So use the weights at the front of the mat. And from here, start with our legs. So we're going to curl the legs up one at a time, lower down. So curl in, lower down. Lift, you can keep the head down to start with. So just curling the heel in, pointing the toe to come down. In with the heel, down with the toe. In and down. Well done. Up and down. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Okay, we're going to use just the arms. So taking the weights in between both hands. From here, we're going to leave that head down. We're going to curl those weights up and down. So head down, lift up. 4, 3, can't hear me, 2, last one. Okay, try if you can, lift the head and the chest off. If you feel me pinching, go back to the head being down. And we're going to lift those arms up, lower down. Lift that weight up towards you, lower down. We'll do 4, 3, 2, last one, and then we're going to combine the legs. Okay, so as we curl the arms, we curl the toes up, bring the heel in, lower the toes, heel in, lower the toes, up and down, up and down. Well done. 4 more on each side. 3 more. 2. Last one. And lower those weights down gently. Lower that head down onto the ground. From here, we're going to push ourselves away from the mat. Sit down into that child's pose. Stretch out. Push down. Trying to sit down onto that mat. Head down onto the ground. Bring yourself up to that 4-point kneeling. And let's start by bringing that spine up towards the ceiling. Curve that spine. Drop to neutral. Lift into that happy cat. And cat. Okay, and we're going to stay into 4-point kneeling. So we're going to use the weights behind our legs if we can. So it's difficult if you've got tins, but don't worry, we can make it work. So we're going to hook the weight behind the left leg. We're going to keep that foot in flexion so it's not pointed. So keeping it down, we're going to push that knee back. Bring those knees together. I'm going to try it with my bottle, see what it's like with a can. So same thing. Oh, it's quite slippy. So lift up and down. It's not going to work. So if you've got a can, maybe wrap it in a tea towel would work. Lift up and down. Up and down. Lift. 4, 3, 2. You could use a cushion as well. Make it just about squeezing that hamstring a little bit further. We're going to push that sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. A little bit of a squeeze there on the glutes. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Remove the weight. Bring the weight this time to the front of the mat. And we're going to stretch down, and then we're going to reach forward and come over to the side to bring ourselves over. So from here, we're going to take our weight onto one of the legs. So we're going to bend the back leg, and to start with, we're going to start by facing almost to the front. So this leg, the left leg is bent, my right leg is straight. I'm going to be supporting myself with my right arm. Okay, and from here, I'm going to reach up, taking the weight, sorry. We're going to reach up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to lift ourselves over using this support. Tap down, reach up, lower down. So push up, reach, tap down, in, and come back down. Push up, reach, tap, in, back down. Push up, reach, tap down, and down. Reach, and down. You can do this without the weights if it's too much. We're going to go for 4, 2, 3 more. Lift. Push up. Last one. Lift and come all the way down. Okay, bring the weights back over to the side, and we'll get onto the other side of the glutes in a minute, but we're going to stay into seated. Let those legs out in front of you. Reach, just release the wrists again. We're working hard with the wrists tonight. Reach over, down towards the toes. Inhale, sit back up. Exhale. Inhale, sit back up. Exhale. One more. Last one. This time we're going to stay down. Head down towards the knees. Feel that stretch. And then gently sit yourself up. Okay, from here we're going to work onto the other side. So we're going to work with the weights onto the other side. So, sitting with that left leg straight, left hand behind, weight in our right. We're going to push that arm up, reach over, tap down, reach up, sit back down, push up, tap down, push up, sit back down. We'll do 6 more. Push up, ready, push up, down, lift, 4 more, push, 3, 2, last one, and relax yourself all the way down onto the ground, okay? So back into that seated position. We're going to take the weights in each hand, and I want that strong, straight spine. You need to sit yourself down from that, all the way back as low as you can without lifting those feet off the ground. Then we're going to sit back up. We're going to have a slight bend into those elbows as we sit back. Down, sit back up, down, sit back up. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, take hold of one of the weights and we're going to bring that down again, down. This time we're going to bring ourselves over to the side, back in, over to the side, back in. So sitting deep, dropping his elbows out. You can use it if you want to, double the weights, down and in, down to the center. 4, 3, 2, last one. Sit yourself all the way up, reach, sit back down, reach, sit back down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay back, lengthen those arms, lift up, lower those arms. Again, you can use this without the weights. Sit yourself up a little bit high if you're finding it too much. If those feet are lifted, then don't go any deeper. 3, 2, last one. Sit yourself all the way up. Okay, lower those weights down to the side. Bring yourself onto your knees. And we're going to stretch down into that child's pose. Reach those arms forwards. Bring yourself up, hooking the weight behind the other side. So we're going to lift, work into the glute, knees together. Push up. Is that core engaged? Are you thinking about pulling the abdominals in there? Lift, knees down, up and down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay up with the sole of the foot. Squeeze there. Squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, last one. Knees back together. Untuck. Bring those weights out. Lengthen. Sit down into that child's pose. Hands come towards the knees. Lengthen those legs out in front, and this time we're going to peel ourselves down onto the mat. All the way down. You can keep the weights to the top by your side. Okay, to start with, we're going to start by just thinking about imprinting the spine. So start by just making sure your spine is pushed down onto the ground. Take your fingers underneath the arch in the back, pushing down, and then release and stay there. So really drawing the core down into the mat. Okay, and from here we're going to lift those legs into tabletop, and then we're going to tap the ground. Tap, lift up, tap, 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 tap. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower the feet. Okay, we're going to take the weights, or weight, it's up to you. And we're going to hold on to the weights at the end into both hands. And I want you to lift them above you. So just be careful, please don't drop them in your face. So we're going to lower the weights back. Keep that spine down. Lift them back up. Inhale at the top. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Couple more. Okay, back up to the top. And then we're going to lift those legs into tabletop. Start with those arms above you. And we'll keep tapping. Tap, tap. We'll go for 4, 3, 2, 1. I want to move those arms down, lower. As soon as you feel that spine lifted, don't go any further with those arms. Lift back up. Lower back down. Lift back up. Lower back down. Lift back up. 2 more. Last one. Okay, and we're going to stay back with those arms there. We're going to keep those legs into that tabletop. We're going to gently lower one down, lift up, down, and up. Keep that spine down onto the ground. We'll go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring those arms all the way up. Lower them down by the side. Oops. Hug those knees in towards the chest. Just rock yourself side to side. Just circle those knees in one direction. Change the other. Okay, lower the feet down onto the mat. We're going to bring these weights out to the side. I want you just to gently reach down to the ankle. Down. Do it without the weights if it's too much. Down. Twisting, using the spine as we reach. Do 4, 3, 2, last one. Drop those hands down gently to the side. And from here, we're going to push ourselves up into that shoulder bridge. Start by squeezing the glutes. Lift yourself up into that full shoulder bridge. Just look down. Make sure you're not pushing those ribs up towards the ceiling. Make sure they're tucked down. We tighten the core there. Squeeze the glutes. Okay, we're going to pause there. We're going to squeeze and we're going to hold. We're going to make sure we're not dropping down. Hips keep parallel. Squeeze. Squeeze. And we're going to lift one heel off at a time. Gently and slowly with control. Lift. Lift. 4, 3, 2, last one. Push those heels back into the ground. Stay up. We're going to stay and we're going to keep squeezing into this position. Hold. 4, 3, 2, last one. Peel yourself all the way down onto the ground. Gently let the spine just relax and then pull it back down and print it back onto the mat. Engage in the core. Take the hands behind the head. We're going to keep those feet down onto the mat, and we're going to curl ourselves up towards the knees. Gaze towards the knees, not any higher or lower. Gaze towards the knees, come back down. Inhale. Exhale, come back up and down. Curl up and down. Curl up and down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, stay up there. I want to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower yourself back down. Okay, we're going to curl back up. This time, we're going to bring that knee, and we're going to try and tap that knee to the elbow, and then we're going to lower back down. Switch sides. Tap and down. Tap and down. Twist and down. Use those obliques. Twist and down. We've got 4, 3, 2, last one. Back to the center. Curl up, lower down. Curl up, push that spine into the ground. Come back up, come down. 3, 2, last one, stay up. Tap that knee, and then we can extend it to make it harder. Tap, we'll stay onto one side, extend, make it harder. Tap and extend. Tap and extend. 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's make it a little bit harder. Keep that leg away, keep that head just hovered off the ground. I want you to bring that leg slightly out to the side, bring it back in, out, and in, out, and in. 4, think about that spine, onto the ground, push it down, 2 more. Last one, bring that leg in, drop it down. Okay, crunch onto the side and then extend. In and extend. In, extend. 4, 3, 2, last one, lengthen. Hover that head up, bring it out to the side and in, out and in. 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower that head. Well done. Bring those knees in, hug them, lower those feet. One more shoulder bridge here, one more little set. So bringing those heels closer towards you. Push yourself up into that full shoulder bridge. Just lower, bring those hips down slightly, knitting the core here, so hips towards the ribs. Squeeze the glutes. And then from here, we're going to lift those arms above the head. Exhale, come back down with those arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes, lift. Exhale. Okay, we're going to lift one heel off, and we're going to lift those arms again. Squeeze the glute. The standing leg is going to have to do a little bit more work here. Lift. And 2 more. Up. And down. Drop that heel either side. Lift the other hip. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, come back down. 1 more. Up. And down, and as you lower the hands, I want to peel yourself all the way down onto the mat. Hug those knees in towards the chest. Gently create a circle with those knees. Massage the spine into the ground. Okay, lengthen the legs. Lift those arms above the head. Deep inhale, push the spine down. Exhale, lift yourself all the way up. Open those arms to the side. These weights, not going to use those weights. We're going to do some stretching to finish. Then lengthen those legs into a straddle position. Keep that chest up nice and high. And we're going to walk those fingers forwards. Feel that stretch down the hamstrings. Reach forwards, palms down. I want you to sink the elbows in. Lift those elbows up. Sink those elbows down. Push them back up. Down and up. Down and up. Things are finished. Down and up. Keep going. 2 more. Last one. Stay down. Head down towards the mat. Hold that stretch. Then paddle the hands back up to center. Walk the hands down towards the other, towards the foot. So you keep the head down, face down towards the knee. Reach. Hold on to the foot or the calf. And again, sinking the head closer towards that leg. Don't worry if you're not there. Just try and bring those elbows in again. So wherever you got to, try and lower those elbows down. Sinking yourself closer each time. Up, exhale, come down. Up, exhale, lift, reach down. 2 more. Back through to center. Just lift and open that chest. And then walk the hands over to the side. You might feel tighter on one side than the other. It's normal. Lower and up. Down and up. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold. Bring yourself up to center. Reach, slide those hands further forward than you had before. And again, sinking the elbows down and up. Couple more. Down and up. 2 more. Last one. And bring those hands all the way back in. Bring the legs back together. Crossing the legs over. Twisting around behind you. Back through to center. Swap sides. Unravel the legs. Gently lower yourself all the way down onto the ground. Get yourself comfortable. Get your legs on if you need to. And we'll just do a little bit of relax just to get out all tension. Think about our breathing. So, lie still. We're going to start to really focus on our breath. Focus, to start with, we're going to focus on our wrists because that's where we focus the class on, especially at the beginning. We're just going to start by moving the wrists. Then I want you to really clench the fists. And I want you to pull the fist towards the inner part of the wrist. Pull, tighten the forearm, then the biceps, then the shoulders, and then relax and release. Just circle the wrists there and just give a little bit of extra tension to this area, and then let the fingers just sink down by your side. Then we'll think about the toes. Crunch those toes tight shut. Create little balls with your feet. And bring the heels in towards the back of the leg. Almost trying to point those toes down, but keeping them nice and tight. Squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze those knees down towards the ground. And then squeeze the glutes. I want you to focus on tightening the legs from top all the way to bottom. Squeeze. Then pull the pelvic floor up. Tighten. Pull that core in. Squeeze. And release. Pull the shoulders towards the ears. Push the shoulder blades into the ground. Close the eyes, close the mouth, lengthen the jaw, squeeze all the tension out, and let go. Take a breath, come back to normal. Just focus on relaxing, keep those eyes shut. And we'll just start by moving the toes and the fingers, and then we'll bend the knees, bring ourselves over to one side, push ourselves away, and gently bring ourselves onto our knees. Not to rush it, to undo any of that good relax. So we'll push the palms in, sink the heels down, bring ourselves up with control using the core. Lift and roll those shoulders. Reach high, inhale, exhale as we release. Couple more. Last one. Well done, everybody.